This video was recorded live before a canned studio audience. It's Friday Night Movie Reviews, and here they are, Chris and Keith.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hey.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming and being with us tonight. We like spending time with you. We like it when you spend time with us as well. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing a movie that we went and saw over the weekend. We actually did not see this one together. We actually saw this one separately. I went with my family and saw it on a Saturday, and Chris here went and saw this one on Friday night.
Yep.
Or Friday afternoon.
You know, it's always a good experiment because that way we're not seeing it together, so we couldn't collectively talk about it after the movie. So this is from two separate viewings, so it'll be an interesting review this time.
Right. So what we're going to review tonight is the new movie that has just come out called Captain America: Brave New World. And if you've been keeping up with anything that's going on in the Marvel Universe, then we're not going to spoil anything for you because we don't do that here. But we are going to reveal some things and our thoughts on some things that you can see from the trailers themselves. All right, so the basic premise of the movie is that Steve Rogers is no longer Captain America. He's basically retired. He turned into an old geezer, and he passed the shield along to the Falcon.
Yep.
And the Falcon is now Captain America. He's no longer the Falcon. He still has his wings. You can see that in the trailer. We're not spoiling anything. Still has his wings. He can fly. All right. Now, that goes along with the comic books, if I'm correct.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. In the comics, for a short time, the Falcon was Captain America. So it's not like they just made this up for the film. This was actually true to comics, so this is canon. So I appreciate it. And the costume was comic accurate. They couldn't have done a better job as far as that goes. If you want me to say something praising this movie, that would be the one thing.
Right. So they did do a good job with that. He has the shield, so he is Captain America. Now, he does not have the super soldier serum. Now, we're not spoiling anything. You can still get that from the trailer as well.
Now, I will say this as a reminder: if you haven't seen The Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus, this fills in a lot of the stories, because a lot of people are going to come into this not have watching that and be like, "Why is Falcon Captain America?
Right.
Why does he have wings?" And they're asking why didn't he take the serum? And you watch the show, unfortunately, you have to have watched it to really get that backstory. So that's where this movie is already at a disservice because of that.
Right. So you need to watch at least the end of Endgame, because that's when he is past the shield from Steve Rogers. And then, like Chris just said, you do need to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, because that sets up their relationship and sets up everything things that are going on in this film. So the basic premise, like we were saying, Falcon is now Captain America, and he is struggling with being accepted as Captain America. Yep. which would be which is true to everything. So anyway, he's not accepted by as you can see from the advertisements as well. General Ross
is now the president.
Is now president of the United States.
And in a note, this used to be the role that William Hurt played, but he unfortunately passed away, so they did recast as Harrison Ford. They did make a joke, and they've done this joke before when they've replaced actors, like, "Hey, you got a nice new look going on there."
Right.
And it was kind of a jab too, because
I like the change.
Yeah, so that was a nice little nod there. So anytime they replace an actor, they always pull that joke. So I appreciated that.
Yeah.
And honestly, Harrison Ford taking over the role, I didn't mind. He did a good job in the film.
He did do a really good job, as is true to most of Harrison Ford's roles. He he came out and he was star caliber.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great to see him in a role again and to see him doing what Harrison Ford does best and making you forget that he is Harrison Ford, that he is actually the person that you're seeing on screen. So I liked how he did that. That was really great as far as he goes.
But like the last two Captain America movies, this one is kind of like a, secret things going on. They got to solve a mystery. That's kind of the plot without telling you the plot.
Right. They do a lot of tying together loose ends in this movie. There are things that are going to appear in this movie that that come from other movies that you may or may not have seen and may or may not have liked, and it's going to actually set up, as far as I can see, it's setting up the future of something else that's going on in the Marvel universe, which is actually going to be pretty cool if they do it right.
Oh yeah, I agree. It gives me hope.
Right. So, basic premise of the movie, like we were saying, President of the United States, he eventually becomes the Red Hulk, and that's not giving anything away. If you've watched the trailers, then you've seen it anyway. He turns into the Red Hulk.
Yep. So you're trying to solve the mystery of who the villain is through the movie.
Right.
The trailers don't give anything away. You're seeing Gina Esposito be in this movie. Giancarlo Esposito, he's in it, and you're presented a lot of ideas. You're thinking, well, maybe it's the president's the bad guy. Then they're just leaning in every direction. So so it's more of a mystery action movie, kind of like how Winter Soldier was, because you didn't know what all the pieces were until the very end of the film. So,
right.
So this one kind of follows suit with those movies. Same way with even Captain America: Civil War, where you find out that Bucky killed Iron Man's parents. Like,
right.
That's that you find out that mystery throughout the movie. So this one is no different. It's just doesn't have Chris Evans in it. So
right.
That's it.
So let's get into our basically our criticisms of the movie. If you don't want any spoilers, we're probably going to announce some spoilers here with this portion of the video. So if you don't want any spoilers, then you may want to you may want to watch no further.
Well, we'll try to avoid spoilers as much as we can, but there are certain little things that we do have to mention that kind of
give some things away.
Yeah.
And it's not going to give away the plot. It's just going to give away some things that you would be like, oh, those kinds of things. All right. So personally, when I went to see it, my wife and my son went to see it. My son was really enthused about the movie, and he really liked it. On the other hand, me being a comic book fan, I didn't really like this movie too much, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. Number one, Captain America cannot stand up. Even Steve Rogers would not be able to stand up against the Hulk in a fight. He just would not. Don't care what he has. Don't care if he has the shield or whatever. He would be a red, white, and blue smear on the asphalt when dealing with the Hulk. Now, you're talking about the Red Hulk here, okay? So, and you're also talking about a Captain America who has no super serum.
Yep. He just has metal wings. He basically is Iron Man with big giant wings, and that's it.
His wings are made of the same metal as the shield, vibranium. And he got those specifically from Wakanda. So, that's it. No super serum, no nothing. Nothing spectacular. He is a military guy who can fight, and he has metal wings and a shield. And that's it.
Yeah, and he even criticizes himself. He's like, I should have taken the serum.
He does say that in the movie. So he does realize that, he is at fault there with that. That being said, there the way that he dealt with the way that he deals with the Hulk at the end, extremely disappointing. Extremely disappointing. I hated the way that they did it. It was a cop out. And I did not like it at all.
See, I can build off of that now. As I'm watching this movie, it became clear to me that this originally should have just been an Incredible Hulk movie. And spoilers, the Incredible Hulk's not in this movie.
Right.
And he should have been. It had all the Incredible Hulk characters in the movie except for him.
Yep.
And it was just disappointing. I'm like, you're going to have Falcon go up against a Hulk and not have the real Hulk show up.
I mean, I was expecting at any moment
Bruce Banner to step out.
During that fight, especially like during the big scene where he's coming down like this, I expected Hulk to just suddenly
Hulk smashed red,
and then the big bum 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 music, and a big fanfare, and all of a sudden they're in this big green and red Hulk fight, and Captain America is just kind of standing off to the side, throwing his shield in every once in a while, bing, and hitting the Red Hulk in the head or something.
He just gets out a bag of popcorn, starts chowing down, be like, Hulk, you got this.
But no, nothing. Nothing.
And see the plot lines that we won't give away, the spoilers is this is a Hulk villain that's in the film. I won't say which one.
It is.
But I will warn you, he does not look like how he does in the comics.
Not a whole lot.
It is a returning actor, so you are getting a 15-year payoff for this. So
you are.
This is kind of alludes to the loose ends that we were saying get tied up a little bit. So hint is as much as I'll give you there. So that was nice, but I'm like, no, this is a conversation between Bruce Banner and this character, not Captain America.
Right. This movie was. Now I have nothing against the actor who plays the Falcon.
Yeah.
I like him as the Falcon.
Yeah.
But as Captain America, I don't. And to be honest with you, we discussed this just right before we came on. I'm sorry, but I don't really see him as a leading man in a movie. And
No.
You said that, and I agreed with you. I really don't.
This would be like Robin becoming Batman.
Right. Right.
Because Falcon is a sidekick. And I hate to say it, he still gives off sidekick vibes. I mean, it's so unfortunate because I like Anthony Mackie. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
And he played the part fine, but it's just like he's just not believable that he can carry a movie on his own.
Right.
And
really, to tell you the truth, and he brought this up, to tell you the truth, the one who carried this movie was the 80-year-old Harrison Ford.
Yeah, the guy that's been phoning it in for the last 10 years.
Right.
Who's just been doing it for a paycheck. Like, I was amazed at the caliber of acting he showed in this movie. I'm like, you were the one I was the least excited for.
Exactly.
And yet you're the best part of the movie.
Right.
Like, and the supporting characters, you just don't care about any of them.
No,
like
there's really no emotional attachment to any of these guys at all.
Oh, and do we want to mention that this is a multi-billion-dollar company that made this movie? And
right.
How bad the graphics were in it?
Yeah. Some of these special effects were like...
It's him standing in a green screen like what we got behind us.
Right.
And you can tell it's static, it doesn't move.
Right.
And I think the production value we put on here was equivalent to what we just saw.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's almost like somebody filmed it with their cell phone.
Yeah. A YouTuber could have done this, I'm amazed.
Hey, Disney, we're here.
Yeah, hire us. We can give you better plot lines. On the way home when we saw Craven, we rewrote the movie. Like,
right,
that's how bad that is. Maybe alluding to another video coming soon. Wink, wink. But, this disaster. And they did multiple reshoots. This was a copy and paste movie at best.
Yeah. And it felt that way, and it showed in the production, in the end production. So, that's basically our thoughts on it. Now, if I give it a rating, it's going to be a pretty low rating. So I would give this probably and this is being pretty generous here, I would give this maybe 6 popcorns. And
Yeah.
that's being real generous.
Yeah, and it's just because I like Anthony Mackie and I liked Harrison Ford's performance.
Right.
I'm going to give
right.
it 5 Pepsis out of 10 because it was just average.
Right.
I mean, this was like right on par with Craven, unfortunately, or maybe slightly better than Craven.
Right. So there's a not to give anything away, there's a character in the movie that has a really terrible accident and you're supposed to feel really bad about it, and the whole time you're just like,
Okay.
Hmm.
I have no emotional attachment to you whatsoever.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it's a bummer that you're hurt, but
I mean, you were kind of funny when you were talking, but
kinda.
I mean,
but yeah, this
really?
was I renamed this movie. This is Diet Hulk the movie instead of Captain America. I can't be more disappointed, and they could have used the Hulk in this like they did Ragnarok.
right.
You know,
Right. They really could have.
Because I understand they can't do a standalone Hulk movie without paying Universal to do it, so they're avoiding that because they do not want to give Universal any money. But they could have easily shoehorned Hulk into this and still called it Captain America, and
Exactly.
everybody would have been fine with it.
Exactly. And I would have come out of the movie, I would have come out of it, with a higher rating than 6.
Yeah, this thing would have a Rotten Tomato score higher than 58 right now
Right.
if it had the Hulk in it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It was really we are really sorely disappointed with the way this movie turned out, and I hate it because I was so looking forward, so excited about a Red Hulk showing up, and I was just like really wanting this to be a lot better than it actually was.
Do better, Disney. Do better, Kevin Feige.
Right, exactly. All right, so that's our cue to go. You have our thoughts on this.
Yep.
Maybe your thoughts are different. If you've seen it, then hey, you know what? Tell us how wrong we are in the comments.
We'd love to hear it.
We'll answer you back, but we'd also like to hear your point of view. Maybe we missed something.
Yep. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to hit that bell notification for when our next video drops. Leave us a comment. What did you think about this movie? You heard us, so I'd love to hear from you. And
Right.
as always,
hop in your car. I don't know. Maybe wait for this one to come out on video.
Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus.
Don't give it any money.
Right. Wait for this one to come out on video. But whatever you do, make sure you enjoy your movie.